Hey everyone, I'm Lincoln Parks. Welcome to the I'm Local podcast. In a world where big corporations dominate the market, it's easy to forget about the unique and vibrant businesses that make our communities thrive. That's why I created the I'm Local podcast, a podcast dedicated to showcasing the incredible stories and contributions of local businesses just like yours. Each episode, I'll be diving into the heart and soul of a different local business. We'll hear from the passionate entrepreneurs behind the scenes as they share their personal journeys, their business philosophies, and the challenges and triumphs that make ownership so rewarding. Whether you're a longtime resident looking to rediscover the hidden gems in our own backyard, or an aspiring entrepreneur seeking inspiration and guidance, I'm Local is here to connect you with the stories that matter most. So buckle up, get ready to be inspired, and join me as we explore the fascinating world of local businesses on I'm Local. My name is Lincoln Parks, and today we have Mr. Gregory Dulac on today with us from Just Dogs ATL. Greg, welcome.
Thank you, man. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So I wanted to jump in real quick and want you to introduce yourself, talk about Just Dogs ATL, just share with us how you got started.
Absolutely, man. So again, my name is Gregory Dulac. I say long time now. I think we can add a few years to that McDonough native
Yes,
now. I think
yes,
I've been here since 2012.
yes,
So
man.
that's
Yeah. You have
pretty decent
that's
tenure.
good.
uh, so again, local resident, man. Second time business owner here in McDonough.
Yes,
Just Dogs ATL was an opportunity that was presented to me in January. It was actually Just Dogs
yes,
then.
yes.
Local hot dog restaurant that another local McDonough resident was selling. And I thought this would be a great opportunity to get back into the restaurant game, which I love. So purchase this restaurant with the true desire to create something more than just a hot dog stand,
Right,
if you would.
right.
One of the things we have plenty hamburger restaurants and wing spots here in
That's
McDonough.
right.
The one thing we do not have is a dedicated hot dog
You're
restaurant,
right about
something
that.
that a place that brings a really good hot dog to
Yes.
life. And that's what we do here at Just Dogs ATL, man. We are running really strong. January the 7th of this upcoming year, so little less than a month, we will have made 12 months
Wow.
in business
That's
at Just
phenomenal.
Dogs
Yes, yes,
ATL.
yes.
Serving, some of the best hot dogs, and we're letting the community speak for,
That's right.
some of the best hot dogs that McDonald's has seen.
Man, I'm so excited about it. I hadn't had the opportunity to stop by yet, but we are going to stop by. I'm going to bring my family by, and we're going to sample some of those hot dogs, man. I'm excited about that. So,
Also,
I want to ask you. You mentioned, that this is the second time, that you started you started a restaurant. So, tell us a little bit about, what happened before to now.
awesome. Okay. So, my very first restaurant, again, my baby, my first venture, back in 2016 was my first go at. I won't say being a chef because I have had a personal chef service, done catering, but this was my first attempt at the brick and mortar.
Yeah,
Um, still very near and dear to
I
my heart.
understand. I
Again, that
understand.
was my passion. That was my very first go.
Yes.
And you know what? And I wouldn't trade it. We had a really strong go that first time around, and we were met with some, I think, opposition and obstacles that any first time business owner, I think, would see.
Right.
Although I don't know that I was prepared for what was to come.
Right.
Um, I was fresh out of culinary school, had just received my degree in culinary arts and
Absolutely.
restaurant management. So a lot of the foundational things that I thought were necessary and needed, I took those avenues and made sure that those I's were dotted and those T's were crossed. I was ready for business, and I went in super zealous, and I'm learning now, and I've had to some time to kind of sit on it and work through it. Had I known then what I know now,
Yes.
which wouldn't be wisdom if I
That's
known it
right.
then, right?
That's right.
was one simple thing that I even have to remind myself even today, although this venture is totally different, is keep going.
Yes. Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah.
You know, I miss that mark as a young business owner, and maybe I did not surround myself with the right sphere of influence that would have said, "Hey, it's rough right
Yeah.
now, and it's supposed to be."
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
saw rough right now, which to me as a first time business owner, I was like, oh wow, I'm going down. I'm going down.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I immediately started bailing water. I was bailing water, and quickly before what I thought things were rough, I got out.
Gotcha.
And I wish I would have had the opportunity to tell my then 27, 28-year old self to keep
Keep
going,
going. Yeah.
to keep going.
Yeah.
I did not understand the art of just keep going.
Yeah, yeah. I'm glad you said that, and I'm glad you're being vulnerable in this and today because as entrepreneurs and business owners, and there's so many ups and downs, and like you
Yes,
said, that mantra that you had of just keep going. If more people, whoever watches this or listens to it is gonna know. Look, it's not all a bed of roses. When you look
it's
at it,
not. No,
there's challenges, there's things that are thrown at you every day, and you have to learn how to navigate those, and you have to learn how to really pivot and do so. I'm glad you shared that because somebody's going to watch this that's going to listen to your advice of just keep going, and that's going to allow them to keep going. So you know
and I wish I had that then. And I don't know. And I have been very vocal with saying I don't know that I didn't have it then.
right,
I don't even know if I heard those words if they would have resonated with
right,
me
right,
then
right.
to keep going, because there were times that in business it's feast or
That's
famine.
right.
You know, there are times that you're up
Right.
and things are looking great. And of course, nothing happens during those
Ah,
times. During those times, everything works well. Everybody's
that's
happy.
right.
And then you kind of hit those ebbs and flows, and when it dips down,
Right.
that's when the refrigerator stops
That's
cooling.
right. That's what.
That's when the fryer stop
Yep.
working. That's when all of these things happen. And that's just for me in my industry, but I'm certain in let's just say for a barber, that's when the clippers stop working.
Absolutely.
That's when light bulbs go out. All of those things that cost and take money and are detractors
Right.
from what we look at successful business, all of those things seem to happen. And I use the word capital seem to happen
Yes.
when you're in those downpours.
That's right.
And like I said, I have to tell myself even now, even knowing that that is the kind of like the recipe of it all,
Right.
I still have to get up every morning and say, okay, just let's keep
Let's
going,
do it.
Dulac. Let's
Let's do
keep
it,
going.
man.
It's okay.
That look that's some great advice, man. Because um, you know people are struggling, but at the same, especially in this economy right now. However, there's businesses, there's individuals like yourself and like other businesses that are out there that are doing the right thing. You're feeding your family. You're this is a passion for you. It's not like it's even a job. This is something that man, you love doing it. And
Yeah.
I'll tell you this. I remember my wife and I, we came to the restaurant in the square, and
Yeah.
man, we had a great time, great food, so it was a phenomenal experience for us. So I know now in this chapter right now where you're at, look, things things are going to continue to get better and continue to grow because of what you learned in the past, like you said,
Right.
and that you're going to keep going. So, man, look, I'm excited about that. So I wanted to ask you, tell us like what so far, what has been, would you think, your biggest accomplishment as a business owner?
Oh man. Whew. I would have to. Oh
Yeah.
man, that's a deep one. Um, I would have to say, man, getting back in the saddle.
Yeah.
Getting back in the saddle is probably my biggest accomplishment. And although this again, this chapter does not look anything like the last, nor does it look like what I thought it would look like
Right.
with my opportunity to get back in the
Yeah.
game. But this year alone, just being back in the driver's seat of my own destiny
Mm-hmm.
and being back in that business owner realm, it was a win.
Yeah.
It is a
Yeah.
win next to no
I
other.
know, I know it, I know it, man. Look, I'm excited. You got me wanting to look end this podcast right now and come down there, man. This,
God.
I'm telling you, this is phenomenal. So, what would you say, is your business mission? What's your mission to accomplish with Just Dogs ATL?
That is simple, man. And this was not without void. My main goal was to open up a restaurant here in
Yeah.
McDonough, and because this is where it started for me.
Yes.
This is where my business began. This is where that vision, the dream, everything was birthed here in McDonough.
Yeah.
And my goal was to come in, purchase again, then Just Dogs.
Mm-hmm.
We rebranded to Just Dogs ATL, not for location wise, but for the theory of when you look at the hot dog, I want you to think that city feel, like
Oh
what
yeah.
you would get if you were in the city. This is not, although we do offer,
Right.
your traditional chili cheese dog.
Okay. Okay.
But when you come in, we want you to say, whoa, like these hot dogs are over the top.
Yes.
And that was the idea. But our goal is to create a household name here in McDonough where when people say, if you go to visit McDonough, they're always going to say, make sure you check out them during the Geranium
Yes.
Festival. McDonough's known for the Geranium
Right. Right.
Festival. But when you think food item, I can't think of, and I could be corrected, but I can't think of a staple food that comes to mind
Mm-hmm.
when I say McDonough.
Right.
My goal is for people to say, hey, I'm driving through McDonough or I'm going to McDonough. Hey, check out that hot dog spot.
Gotcha.
They
Gotcha.
have a hot dog spot that's next to none. That is my goal from the day that I stepped foot into this restaurant, prior to purchasing it. I said, you know what? I want this to be a household name.
Yes.
I want Just Dogs to be McDonough's stop for hot dogs forever and
Oh
ever.
man. I
And listen, and if you look at the reviews,
yes.
the community is they're on
They're
board.
responding. They're responding to you. Look, that's
Yes.
happening. So okay, you got me hungry now. So you gotta you gotta let me know. Okay, and let everybody know. Like, what are some of the dogs that people are coming to sam or they're just raving about? Or what's your favorite that you want people to come in and really taste?
Awesome. Okay, and I tell everybody when we come in, we offer several different links. So let's just start off. Our hot dogs are 100% beef,
Yes.
so all beef hot dogs.
Yes.
We do offer a turkey option, chicken sausage, your Polish, your Italians. I have a vegan
Okay.
option, but I tell everybody if you are tolerant to beef and you're okay with it, you have to just try a standard hot dog. Just a hot dog alone, just the hot dog itself
Okay.
is an
Okay.
amazing hot dog.
Okay.
Amazing.
Okay.
My favorite hot dog of all of them would have to be our Hawaiian dog.
Hawaiian. Okay.
So our Hawaiian dog starts with our traditional all beef dog. It's split, grilled on our gas grill, and it's topped with grilled red
Mm.
onions, pineapples, barbecue sauce, bacon, and listen,
Mm.
you people here they're like, pineapples on a hot
Mm-mm.
dog. The minute they try
Yeah.
it, they're hooked.
Look. I'm from the Bahamas, so I know. You got the island flavor and the little feel in there, man.
you
Look,
you
you
see
can't go
where I was
wrong.
going.
You can't go wrong. So okay. Um, this next segment is sort of like a rapid fire kind of segment. Just really kind of we want to find out who is Gregory Dulac, right? So okay,
Okay.
so tell me do any hidden talents?
Other than cooking,
Yeah, other than cooking.
I tell everybody cooking is my talent. Hidden talents. No, and listen, not to sound cocky, but I'm pretty good at most things.
Okay.
Listen, nothing sports inclined. I'm not your guy. I always wanted to.
Right,
Always.
right.
I've always thought I would be a deadly threat if I could get on anybody's court or anybody's field.
Yeah.
But if it comes down to, I like building things. I like just fixing
Okay.
things. So, I think my hidden talent, honestly, and this is gonna sound, maybe not cliche, but just a bit weird. My hidden talent, man, is people.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
If anybody has been around me, I think they would all say, like, I kind of have that infectious personality where I love just getting around people and vibing and just having a really good time. And it doesn't matter who it is, age doesn't matter, nothing.
Right.
All it doesn't matter who I am with. We're gonna have a good
Man,
time.
and I could see that. I could feel that already. And so, okay, so let me ask you this:
Okay.
any books, podcasts, anything that you listen to outside? I know you're a chef. You're cooking. You're in a restaurant. You're doing your thing. But when you're outside of that, and you're just at home, what do you listen to that inspires you, or what do you read, or what give us something that kind of inspires you as an entrepreneur?
Music.
Music.
I'm a huge music
Yeah.
fan, and I grew up in a very musically inclined household where we listen to an array of music, and even my kids now they laugh because they hear some things. They're like, "Oh, what is this?"
Right.
And I'm like, it speaks to me. Like when I get up in the morning, I'm typically I go ahead and I put the music on in the bathroom.
Yes.
We have Alexa's through the house, and we are a music household.
Okay.
That is what gets me going. It picks me
Yeah.
up. It calms me down. Like it does all things for
Man,
me.
so okay, I have to ask, since you said music, okay, what's the favorite genre? What's playing?
Whew. And that is the part, man. It depends on my mood.
Yeah.
Like there is nothing that will stop me. Again, I grew up in a very traditional Southern household. So a lot of my music is based off of gospel.
Okay, yes.
So I have a huge
Gotta have
gospel
the gospel
collection
in there.
that I
Yes.
kind of keep. Yes, but listen, even the gospel music, it could be something as simple as like your traditional like BBCC
Mm.
whinings, or it could be elevation worship.
Okay,
Like
okay.
it is all over the place. My music taste is pretty large.
Yes.
Like I'll listen to country. I love a lot of country music.
Yes.
Uh, I love a lot of old school, whether it is like rhythm and blues, old school. Like I will even go older than
Okay,
that to
okay.
like that traditional. This is probably going to be bad, but I listen like Sam Cooke. Like I
No.
don't know the song, but just to put it on, just to hear, just of that decade, and just to hear like the smooth, sultry sounds
Right.
of music.
Yes.
But then at the same time, like sometimes I want to hear just reckless
Yes.
nonsense of
I
today's
I
age, and I like it
yeah.
all. I like it
I got you,
all.
man. Look, I told you I'm from the Bahamas, so reggae is my that's my jam. I'm always playing some reggae tune somewhere. And listen,
Listen,
that's what gets me going.
I like
There you
popcorn.
go.
See,
Okay, okay. There you go. Yeah, man. So, any advice that you could give an entrepreneur, like someone that's just starting out right now, maybe they're watching this, they're listening to it, and is there any advice that you would give them, as they're just getting started in business?
yes, yes, man. And I would start with and take it at your own face value and your risk. My advice is to be open.
Yeah.
People will say, "Oh, well, you don't tell everybody what you're doing. You don't tell everybody, your business." I think when it comes to business, is a little bit different. Now,
Right.
you have your things that you keep to yourself,
Right.
but as far as the things that you know or don't know or questions, put them out there.
Mm,
Ask the questions, get involved with people, surround yourself with other like-minded business owners. It not even in the same industry,
right.
just business owners
Yeah.
alike. And they don't even have to be business owners. You know who has that entrepreneur mentality.
Absolutely.
Get around people that have that mentality because there are things that you will not know.
Man.
There are things that you won't know that you need to know.
Yeah.
And there are things that you will believe and you will think, and you get around other business owners or again entrepreneurs, and you find information and then do your research and you fact check. But there are things that you're like, man, I thought I needed to do this, or I thought I needed to know that. And you'll find out quickly that is not so.
That's right.
But it does not happen until you open up and you engage with other people. I'm a
Yeah.
huge advocate for opening and engaging. And I'm not going to talk with everybody.
Right.
I'm not going to share all of my most intimate details with everyone,
Right.
but you find those people that you trust and share and share and share,
Man,
and find people that will reciprocate that as
that's
well
right.
and share with you. Because again, I've learned from 2016 when I opened my very first business, and I've done other little small business ventures along the way.
Right.
I found out getting involved with people, asking questions, you will find so many resources that
Man,
you did not know were
that's
there,
right.
because you go back to that old cliche term, closed mouths don't get
They
fed.
don't.
And I think that is so true. You have to open up, and we cannot be quote unquote
Right.
gatekeepers of information.
I'm
We
telling
have
you.
to make sure that we are sharing, because again, a business, a group of business owners, that's a community.
Right.
It's a
That's right.
community of people that, for us to succeed and succeed at a great pace, we have to pour into each other.
That's right.
And I think that is my advice, is to get with your group of masterminds, if you would, or
That's right.
whoever your accountability group is, and share your
Yeah.
fears, share your questions, share your success stories. And like this, share this information for someone
That's
else.
right.
That is my greatest. I probably have learned more just from sharing, and in the airport,
Right.
bumping into someone that I see them working on their laptop, and we strike up a
Well,
conversation and we're sharing. I'm like, oh man, I had no idea I could do it that
that's
way.
right. That's right.
And it's just been beautiful.
Man, I'm telling you that is some great advice for businesses and business owners, entrepreneurs. Man, I can't thank you enough for sharing that and being vulnerable and
Absolutely.
really just like you said, having that community. That's what it's all about. I know as people are going to watch this, they're going to get some great nuggets from this, from your information that you're sharing today. So, and wrapping up, I want to ask, okay, and just tell everybody, where can people find you in McDonough? Then tell us, like, how can they get in contact with you on online, social media, wherever? What's the best way?
Absolutely. So listen, man, we're at Just Dogs ATL, 1059 Meredith Park Drive here in
All
McDonough.
right.
If you're not familiar with it, it is 155 away from Summit Racing,
Okay.
past the
Gotcha.
warehouses.
Gotcha.
It looks like you're heading into no man's land, but trust me, it's worth the
That's right.
drive. Of course, you can Google us just by Googling Just Dogs ATL. All social media platforms, Just Dogs ATL. That's TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Look at all social
All
media
social
outlets.
media.
Just
That's right.
Dogs
Oh
ATL.
man, that's phenomenal. Hey, great, great. I'm so glad you decided to jump on the podcast today, man. I really appreciate you sharing those nuggets and dropping that with the folks that are going to be watching and listening. Again, man,
Absolutely.
we can't wait to get down there. I'm telling you, I'm going to bring my family down there. We're gonna shoot some video down. We're gonna eat. We're gonna have some a good time. Can't wait to get there, man.
Absolutely, dude. Thank
All
you.
right, thanks for having me.
Have a good
Take
one.
care.